Beloved and respected, blessed families throughout the world, we have now entered the first week of July, opening the door to a new half of the year. True parents have spoken of July as a time of bright daylight and revelation, and of the number 7 as representing completion and a new turning point. In that spirit, I pray that this week will be a fresh beginning for each of us as we move forward with renewed determination and hope before heaven. Last week, under the title, Father's Promise and Mother's Love Encountered in Heavenly Europe, we reflect on how the promise left by true Father is being inherited through the love of true Mother, as I witnessed directly during my tour in the Heavenly Europe and Middle East continent. In particular, we share a vision of hope as we witnessed the emergence of leaders from the young generation, the transition of leadership between generations, and the growth of providential businesses and public foundations. All clear signs that heaven's providence is being successfully passed on to the next generation. Beginning this week, we take our first step in honestly studying together with blessed families around the world the great epic of Chosun Han people of Korea, a work that True Mother has repeatedly emphasized. Beloved brothers and sisters, today, the only way we can victoriously navigate this age of spiritual confusion and great transition is by having a clear understanding of our identity before Heavenly Parent, knowing with certainty exactly who we are. Just as the 4,000 years biblical history of salvation unfolded through the nation of Israel in preparation for the coming of the only begotten Son, we blessed families today must come to understand the other great providential narrative that heaven has prepared if we are to become one in heart with the only begotten daughter and realize 천일국, the kingdom of heaven on earth. Just as the history of Israel did not remain the history of one people alone, but become a great epic for all humanity, this is also why we must learn the great epic of the Chosun Han people. This epic is by no means a history limited to any single nation. Rather, it is a story of salvation for all humankind. It is a blueprint of heaven's providence through which Heavenly Parents prepared over the course of human history for the advent of the only begotten daughter, True Mother. At the same time, it is the genealogy of heart through which we are established today as the true direct children of a true parent. And as the Bible transcended the history of Israel to become the sacred scripture of salvation for all humankind, this great epic likewise serves as our common guidepost, establishing blessed families throughout the world as heaven's true chosen people. At present, in heavenly Korea, the inheritors of heaven's love and blessing, missionaries Moon Shin-chul and Moon Shin-hung, together with President Song Yong-chun, are traveling throughout the nation, share the heart of this message through vivid personal testimonies. Through these testimonies, members are coming to experience True Mother's tearful course in fulfilling heaven's will, leading to deep spiritual awakening and renewed vitality within our community. This past February, as we marked the anniversary of Foundation Day, we joined together in devotion around the world as we all read the great epic of the Chosun Han people. Then, at the International Symposium on the great epic held this past May, together with our leaders from around the world, we took time to reflect more deeply on its value. The Old Testament concept of the chosen people was limited by its national boundaries. The reason True Father so strongly emphasized restoration through indemnity and lineage throughout his providential course was that he was striving earnestly to complete the necessary vertical providential foundation as the extension of the Old Testament and New Testament age. However, the providence that is unfolding today under True Mother's leadership is one that is completely new, made possible because we have entered the Cheonilguk era, which fully transcends even the completed Testament age. This great epic proclaims the sacred truth that all humankind is one family attending Heavenly Parent, and that all blessed families throughout the world are the direct children of a true parent. Before this absolute declaration, all the limitation of the past imposed by the concept of physical lineage and exclusive nationality melt away like snow. True Mother is now expanding the realm of the true parent's heart to embrace the whole world. That realm is not confined by the limitation of blood lineage, but expand to embrace one human family united by true love and the bond of heart. The fire of revival inspired by the message of the great epic that has begun to rise in heavenly Korea will now spread powerfully to every continent. Through the worldwide study of the great epic, which will begin in earnest around the time of Father's Seonghwa anniversary in August, all of us will be newly filled with pride as we realize that we truly are the direct children of true parents and heaven's true chosen people, having inherited those bonds of heart. In each of our continents and nations, we will become the central figure who actually put into practice a world of substantial peace. Beloved brothers and sisters, about 2,400 years ago, the ancient Greek philosopher Plato related a meaningful story in his famous dialogue, Phaedrus. When Truth, the Egyptian god of wisdom, introduced his newly invented writing system to King Thomas and explained its benefits, the king responded unexpectedly. Rather than increasing human wisdom, he warned having a writing system could actually weaken people's ability to remember and reflect for themselves by making them dependent upon the written word. This story offers the profound insight that while new technologies may bring great convenience to humanity, they can never take the place of true wisdom. Living as we do in the age of AI, it challenges us once again to ask ourselves, what is true wisdom? From this perspective, the great epic of the chosen Han people, which a true mother has given us out of her honest desire that her children never lose sight of their identity but remain victorious to the very end, must not remain merely in the realm of historical knowledge of theories understood only by the mind. Rather, it must become the living breath of the heart and spirit through which we deeply experience Heavenly Parents' tearful providence of restoration and become one with true Mother's heart. We must make this part of our lives. Only then will the great epic of the chosen Han people become more than a record explaining the past. It will become an unchanging compass that faithfully guides our lives and our mission to the very end. Beloved brothers and sisters, every great journey of learning begins with the simple practice of preparing both our hearts and our surroundings. During this coming week, let us begin by creating a practical environment in our daily lives where we can keep the great epic of the chosen Han people close at hand and reflect upon it. Obtain a copy of the text, while print the translation prepared in your own language and place it somewhere. You will see it often on your desk, right next to your portrait of true parents, or in another prominent place in your home. Wherever our eyes naturally rest, our heart and our attention will soon follow. Small acts like this changes the way we think. That changes the thinking in turn transforms our actions, and change the actions ultimately become the great power that transform our lives and our culture. It is my heartfelt prayer that this week will become a blessed beginning as the great epic of the chosen Han people help each of us awaken more deeply to our mission as blessed families, center that mission on becoming one with true Mother in heart, and fulfill it by putting the life of the kingdom of heaven on earth into practice, starting in our own families. And as we begin this new second half of the year in July, I pray that the love and blessings of Heavenly Parents and true parents will always be with you, your families, and your daily lives. Thank you, and once again, God bless you.